practice in New York, in New Jersey, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. You are a managing partner in 5 different law firms. And through Smart Tech, you operate essentially as one large firm with 5 different brands. Are all these firms that you founded, or did you acquire them over time? Tell me the story.
The first firm was founded by my dad in 1959. I joined him straight out of law school in 1991, went to Brooklyn Law. He went to Brooklyn Law. And once I joined, I realized I could find a career in that organization. It wasn't my goal to practice law, but I swiftly understood that it was something that I would really want to do. And we wanted to grow the practice. At the time, it was in the Hudson Valley, one office, one location. I had handling catastrophic injury cases, doing the of counsel work for dozens and dozens of lawyers and firms. But we had the majority of the marketplace in the Hudson Valley. So we sat down, my dad and our partners, we had 3 other partners at the time, and decided to grow geographically. And once we decided to grow geographically, because we couldn't grow as much within our own marketplace, it required some serious questions to be answered on how to do it the most efficient way. And the core question to be answered is, where's the work going to be done? Will it be done in a remote office, or will we do it centrally? And since we were all in the central one office, we said, let's create a strategy where everything is done centrally so we can make sure we have great quality control, and what we need in the outside offices is solely related to appearing in court. So what we made sure we did was we became paperless. And by 1995, we were 100% paperless, which then allowed us to move documents back and forth really easily. And it may sound a little crazy because of the way the world is now, but the world was all paper back then. We were, I don't know if we were truly the first law firm to be 100% paperless, but if we weren't, we're right up there at the beginning. And by doing that, that enabled us to be able to grow geographically. We opened up one office, then another, and then really in a short period of time, we were throughout the state. And because of that technology, Jacoby and Myers, Gail Koffs, she was one of the founding partners, approached me and asked if I would be interested in getting involved in her practice as well. I'm going to really make the story short, and the answer was yes. So in 1999, we took over Jacoby and Myers and rolled their operation into our operation, and we're able to operate their firm the same way we operate our own firm. So we blended the practices, but kept 2 separate law firms with 2 separate identities, but the same staff. 2 years thereafter, Marvin Anderman of Fine, Olin and Anderman reached out to me and asked me to do the same thing. The challenge with Marvin was that his practice centered on areas of work that we did not do, which was workers' compensation, Social Security, disability. So within 6 weeks, we reprogrammed our system to be able to bring in and handle in a totally paperless way workers' compensation. His footprint pretty much matched my footprint. So we then joined forces with Fine, Olin and Anderman. That was our 3rd firm in 2001. In 2007, 8, 9, something like that. I don't remember the exact year. Another good friend of mine, I did not know Marvin, I did not know Gail, but this time a very good friend of mine who had a practice and was looking to retire asked if I would be interested in doing the same thing with him. But the problem is he did a lot of medical malpractice defense work, and I refused to do any work for insurance companies. So that was a deal killer out of the box, but he had a division within his practice that did consumer class action work. So I met with the three lawyers there, and we all agreed, with my friend's blessing, to form a new entity called Finkelstein, Blankenship, Frey, Pearson, and Garber, and that is a 100% consumer class action firm. And then most recently, as you mentioned, I lecture to lawyers all across the country. I help lawyers as much as I can. One lawyer who was in one of the classes that I was presenting, we just struck up a relationship and asked me to come on and help him with several of his most significant cases, which I did. And we developed just a great working relationship. And he then asked me to join his firm and do the same for his firm as I've done for the other firms, which we agreed to do. And that is Mark Diller, Diller Law, up in Massachusetts.